Get her.
You're not supposed to do that. Look at that.
Oh, you monster.
Supreme victory.
What's going on, guys? So I have a very special video for you today because this is absolutely hilarious, but it's also kind of messed up at the same time. But I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this. So a YouTuber by the name of Shirrako, I think. Shakira. From what I've seen, is a gamer that just streams a lot of games. Recently he's been playing a lot of Soul Calibur 6 and obviously Red Dead Redemption 2, what this is all about. And he had one video that went pretty damn viral that was of him beating up a feminist or a suffragette. So this type of comedy is right up my alley. It's so silly, it's a little bit dark, you know, that's what makes it funny. It's supposed to be really offensive, that's kind of the punchline, right? And it got so viral that it even became a meme, and a lot of people just laughed about it and then didn't really think about it after that. But of course, we knew that there was gonna be super hyper offended people that were going to find this and they were going to freak out about it and make a huge deal about this. Now the thing is, I feel like this would have went under the radar if that dude didn't make multiple videos, because the second one is him feeding the feminist to an alligator.
He's out of control.
You dug your own grave. Oh, good.
Annoying feminist fed to pigs.
Put that
So yeah, very lowbrow, very low hanging, and I'm not shitting on that point in any way, shape, or form, because I've actually done things like that myself.
You know, women basically want to be treated with respect and like...
But because of this guy's shenanigans, he got his channel flagged and deleted it. And I'm pretty sure it's because of the multiple articles that were written about this hysteria. This first one I want to look at is from inews.co.uk. Red Dead Redemption 2 players are posting videos of themselves killing feminists in the game. This guy's praising the game, but then he says, but while the game allows you to play like a hooligan, if that's how you want to shape the story of central character Arthur Morgan, some players have been taking things too far, gleefully dispensing virtual rage upon a suffragette character in the game's St. Denis area. But the character doesn't appear to be central to any of the game's story or side missions, instead seemingly serves as a part of a historic atmosphere to give Rockstar's virtual world an even greater sense of realism. But since the game allows you to interact with any character, some have been taking advantage of the game's freedoms to attack a suffragette, beating her to the ground, tying her to train tracks, and coming up with even more morbid ways to murder her. And this is where he references the YouTube gamer Shirrako, or however you say it. So yeah, there's that one first. We got one from The Guardian. Red Dead Redemption 2, game criticized over killing of suffragette. The makers of the most anticipated video game of the year, Red Dead Redemption 2, have been criticized after players recorded videos of themselves beating, abusing, and killing a suffragette character. So you think the game developers are to blame in this? They're just making an open world game where you can do pretty much whatever you want and they're to blame? What, because they should just be protected? These feminist NPCs are so fragile that you need to protect them too? Like, that is so ridiculous, man. I know that there are some cutoffs in some countries and certain things that you can't do in any way, shape, or form. Like, usually children are always off limits, but that's because they're children. They're fucking children, right? They're not adults. And you want to just, what, put them in that same class? Is that what you guys are kind of referring to? Is that it? You want to just be like, oh, don't do anything to the women's, you know, these fragile NPCs, man. This video game, this fake fantasy world. And what do you know? Shirrako is name dropped in here once again. This is from Motherboard, a branch from Vice. So and we all know how Vice has turned into absolute dog shit. So this should be good. Red Dead Redemption 2 players are excited to attack and kill feminists in the game. Rockstar Games including a historically accurate portrayal of women fighting for their right to vote, and players are making the worst of it. I would argue the best of it, but go on. I'm not gonna read this because it is the same as the other articles. They pretty much just mirrored each other. You know, they're all buddy-buddying. It kind of like that whole Gamergate vibe where they all wrote the same thing. The gamers are dead, whatever. Just change the title just a little bit. But what do you know? Shirrako, or I don't even know. I'm just gonna call you Shakira, bro. At this point, it's just gonna make it easier for me. Shakira is name dropped again, that video, because this video was the biggest one and it did get all the way up to over 1 million views. So good on you, man, for just doing something like that and then getting like 1 million views. It's such a silly fucking video, and it just shows you that, you know, that type of silly humor is still appreciated, where these people are saying, oh, it's showing you a problem in the gaming community, that all this violence is flourishing and oh my god and blah blah blah. It's like, calm down, dude. Now, the reason I found out about this is because I checked my Twitter this morning and Shakira tweeted this out. YouTube closed my channel because I killed a female NPC in Red Dead Redemption 2. They said it promoted violence. You spend the entire games murdering men and no one cares. Punch a woman and you get banned. Are you out of your mind? And then he tags like YouTube, Team YouTube, YouTube creators and whatnot. I just like the reasoning. I like the reasoning of promoting violence because it's just like he said, it is a game about just murdering people, being an outlaw and doing some of the most egregious things. And there's all these other games that promote violence. If you want to say it promotes it, you know, you're just playing a game that happens to be violent. You're not promoting it in any way, shape, or form. And it's like, how do you, I just really want to say this, how do you really promote violence in a video game? Really, because we all know that the conservatives tried to say this. They try to be like, oh, it's making kids want to kill people and blah blah blah, and there's these correlations that don't exist. And now you have these progressive ideologues that are trying to do it now by saying, well, look what you're doing, you're hitting these suffragettes and then it's promoting violence. Now people out in the streets are gonna want to hit feminists because of Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh my god. Oh my god! In no way, shape, or form should Shakira's channel have been struck down. It's absolutely ridiculous because those are false flags. Just because he's playing a video game, he's playing it in a specific way. It's just a video game. He's not doing anything outside the realm of the possibilities, and you can't flag somebody down because of violence. I mean, it reminds me of when I got one of my videos flagged down by the alt-right, you know, because I dared to challenge them. Luckily, I got it reversed in 6 weeks, and I'm hoping this guy can get the decision reversed too because of how ridiculous it is, because I'm assuming what happened was all of those specific videos about him, you know, doing something to the feminist NPC, the suffragette, those got flagged, and he probably got 3 of them flagged down. That's 3 strikes, and then he's gone. That's probably what happened, but YouTube needs to do the right thing in this particular situation and reverse that decision, because that's absolutely ridiculous. What you can do at the absolute very least, like what they did to me, I got an age restriction on my video, which is bullshit, but at least it was back up. That needs to be the very, very least of what needs to happen. Now look, I totally understand that there's people that don't like this type of humor. There's probably very reasonable people that are like, oh, this isn't funny to me, but what they do, since they are reasonable, is just skip over it. They're like, it's not for me. They don't watch it, or they do see it and then they don't watch it again, and then that's it. And then they don't think about it anymore. And that's the way you're supposed to handle it. You know, I see stuff all the time that I don't find funny or I don't find entertaining, and I just don't give it the time of day. I just don't care about it. I'm like, this is dumb, whatever. You know, and if it is a big of a stink, but if it's actually legitimately a problem, you know, maybe I will say something about it. But a video game, in-game violence is a problem? Oh, come on, relax, bro. Breaking news! So it turns out Shakira got his channel back because of people like Keemstar and others that were involved in sharing it and making a big stink about it, which is great. I mean, I appreciate when Keemstar and people like that can get involved and use a lot of their influence to really reach the people that need to be talked to and reverse these ridiculous decisions, because yeah, it was completely bogus. It shouldn't have happened. Just like when I got flagged down one of my videos, and then it took, what, 6 weeks? So at least this got done right away because of how much traffic went through it. Such a ridiculous thing, such a ridiculous situation, and I'm glad that his channel's up, and probably other people got taken down, so hopefully they'll be up too. And let's just celebrate, man. Let's just celebrate with some classic toxic male gaming. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give a like to me, give some likes, and then just talk a bunch of trash in the comment section. I appreciate that very much so. And I want to give a huge shout out to my mega sexy patrons. You guys are the absolute best. And if you guys want to be a patron of mine, or if you want to buy some merch or just support the channel in any way, shape, or form, you can hit the links in the description. I would love you guys to death if you did it. But that's it. Guys, have a wonderful day and take care.